How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Alex, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, guys, it is in the middle of the morning. I just woke up. I stayed up until 4 in the morning last night, looking through all the hints you guys sent me, and oh my god. There has been a lot of research done on this video, I can tell you right now, because I'm looking through so much info. So I have 2 videos planned, at least for today. If anything else happens, I'm going to be going out today, so I won't be around if anything crazy happens, unfortunately. But I have 2 videos planned that you will guaranteed be seeing, and this is the first one. Let's get started, guys. So, we have a bunch of hints in this video. The next video is going to be more about, like, debunking a current leak. So, let's start with this one. So, Connor Swaney here sent me an image that I've already seen, and I've seen a previous image similar to this, where 2 Charmers and Red's hat, more hints. Now, here's the thing, right? This is from Junichi Masuda's actual Twitter account that he posts, posts on about, and this is not what I was thinking was a hint, right? What was a hint for me was more like the red outfit he had before, and the fact that he's walking around with, as you can see right here, Eevee. And, there was, like, Pikachu's around him and stuff in the previous post, as far as I remember. So, there are a lot of these hints that are popping up. A lot of people are letting me know. And, honestly, last night, I was like, dude, there's no way all of these things could be hints. This is way too many at this point, right? Like, never in the past have we had this many hints. Because I don't think everything is a hint, guys. I think what's kind of happening right now is, like, we're thinking everything is a hint because Pikachu and Eevee are so popular, right? And they're all over the place. So, it feels like every single one of them is a hint, but in reality, it's more or less just like, them just using those Pokemon because they're popular, right? Because they're Pokemon that they're generally going to always have around. Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon, so he's going to be all over the place. Eevee is also somewhat like a mascot, so they're always going to pop up like that. So, that's the first thing. Then next up here is something that I really wanted to actually take a look at, which was a message here from A. Now, his name is simply just A, but, I want to just go through what he said here because it's a very interesting point. And he said, I remember seeing Pokemon file a trademark for Pokemon Brown version years and years ago, hinting they wanted to feature Eevee in a game for a while. Also, the Sun and Moon anime, and this I think he's wrong here, but I do know that Pokemon Brown version was actually, trademarked. That is a fact, but it does also mention here something about the anime is set to end in May 24th. I doubt they'll reveal anything before that, probably right after. Now, I don't think the current anime is supposed to be ending May 20th. I don't think that's true because they've not progressed far enough to end it. So I don't think that's true. I'm not sure what he means, though. It may have meant something else. And if I got it wrong, I do apologize. But that's besides the point either way. So next up here is going to be another one of those hints, and this is basically people are messaging me like, dude, check this out, and it's the same image as you guys can see, but this is the actual Junichi Masuda actual post, and it says a friendly lizard in Kyoto, LOL, and the lizards are essentially just like the little Charmanders. So that's that. Now next up here is something that I really think is interesting. This is probably the most fun one I have found so far, but let's take a look at it, right? So we're going to begin with just taking a look at what PokeJungle said right here. This wasn't sent to me by PokeJungle. This was sent to me by you guys way before PokeJungle made this post, just so you guys understand. But, a bunch of you guys sent it to me, and I will make sure to credit you guys in a second. So, either way, Masuda headed to Kyoto. Sounds like a trip to Nintendo's headquarters. And then you guys should go to the post right there, and we're going to do that right now. So, here is the actual post. And you translate it, and he says, now it is Kyoto business trip by Shinkansen. So he says that, and then I was messaged, and this is the thing, right? I was super tired last night when I got this sent to me, and I was like, there's no way this can be real. So I was reading it, I was like, Lamau, I think we are taking these hints a step too far here. Because I thought, he's just taking a trip, right? It shouldn't be anything crazy. Until I was messaged by Game Anime here, who said, Magnet Train, Kanto to Johto, or Kanto to where? And dude, I was just like, wait, no way. Dude, I need to sleep. I can't sit up and look at all these hints constantly. It is too much for my tiny heart to handle. And it was, dude, because it was super late, and I got this sent to me, and I was like, dude, I cannot understand what's going on anymore. There's so many of these hints. So there is the response I got, and there is the actual image from the manga, as far as I can understand, where you actually have the train. And it does also exist within Pokemon. It does actually exist as a thing. But here's the actual cool hint about it, guys. Okay, so I'm going to read this for you. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Lieutenant Surge will appear at Saffron City's Magnet Train Station after the player has caught Zapdos at the power plant and obtained his phone number, willing to trade the player his French Pikachu, Volty, in exchange for a regular Pikachu. And then he says, items, I guess, Yellow Shard held by Volty, a Pikachu the player can obtain in a trade. And then you see right there, Pikachu, guys. And this is, again, involved with just the freaking... Why is Pikachu involved with this stuff? Like, why is Pikachu involved with the freaking train? And there it is. I mean, I don't know, man. Junichi Masuda, my dude, you got some sketchy-ass stuff going on over there, man. I don't even know, but, dude. But, yeah, guys, it's gonna be it for the hints in this video, guys. That's really all. No. Almost forgot. Never mind. I got something else. Sorry, I almost ended it because I forgot about this because I skipped through them. Here's actually another thing. So, Ida Melini Rod actually sent me this. So, actually, I don't really know what to feel about this, but I want to bring it up because this one, as well as this image, are hints within Ultra Sun and Moon that, sorry, I literally was about to end the video, but I forgot about these. So, I'm going to start with this one, right? This is something that we already are aware of because I talked about this not too long ago, a few weeks ago, and this came from Ben Cohen here, who sent it to me. Just wanted to, you know, tell me about it, which I'm already aware of, but I want to kind of mention it again because how does this one play into things right now? So in this like text line here, when you talk to this guy in the Ether Foundation or Ether Paradise, whatever, he basically says in battle, like it basically tells you like, what if like imagine using a Pokemon 100 years later? It's kind of like a time machine. Like imagine using a Pokemon from your PC 100 years later in the future. Like, isn't this kind of like a time machine? Isn't it? That's what he says, right? And that's where I'm kind of like thinking, like, you know, we're probably going to be going to a future Kanto, but not 100 years into the future, a few years in the future, at least like 20, 30, 50 maybe, you know what I mean, into the future, and not like a massive amount, because we're definitely not going to be playing a yellow full-on remake, but rather a yellow sequel, maybe more like something like that is what I'm expecting from this, based on the things we've been seeing. So that's kind of what I'm feeling on this one, guys. So let me know what you think about this one, guys. I know it's a hint that a lot of people kind of look over, gloss over, and don't really think much about, but I want to know your, you know, feedback, your thoughts on it, and that sort of stuff. Either way, next one is this one right here. So Ida sent me this, and she basically said like, you know, thinking emoji. What is going on here? So this is in the Gamefreak offices, and I actually went and did like some research, and I got the images for myself as well. I looked it up in the game to make sure, I mean, it's not open right now, but I took pictures on my phone to make sure that I actually have these images, like, you know, taken down, and to see what they say when you talk to them, and you mention all these different, you know, categories. And basically what this character asks you at the Gamefreak offices in Ultra Sun and Moon is, we've been making games here, what color would you choose? And they have red, green, blue, and yellow. Now, why is any of these important? Why is all this important? Well, here's the thing, right? When you ask them about red, for example, right here, so see, red, huh? Interesting. I'd say you're probably the type who stays, I'd probably say that you're the type who stays true to your heart and says what you want. That's what he says, and right, when you ask them about, like, I guess, like, green, he gives you a similar answer, but, like, more about, like, oh, you must be dedicated to our franchise. And when you take blue, oh, you must be a man who stays true to yourself and loves your Pokemon or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But yellow is the weird one. When you ask him about yellow, like all the other three are very like streamlined and very basic. Yellow is the sketchy one to me, okay? That's the one where I'm like, are you serious? Like I was like really just like, what? When I read it. But here is what he says. Pikachu, Pikachu. What? I don't know what to say, man. All this stuff is getting way too sketchy to me. There's so many hints, guys, but if you want to send me hints, of course, as per usual, I am available for that sort of stuff, guys. I will have my phone on me while I am, you know, out in town and that sort of stuff. So if you want to send me stuff, definitely do. But I just want to give you guys a little bit of info on this stuff because honestly, I don't know what to feel about this. There's so many of these hints popping up as of recent that I don't really know how to feel about it. So I want to ask you guys, what are your thoughts about all this stuff? Because I don't know, like, there's so many of these hints from Junichi Masuda, like, for example, him talking about, you know, going to Kyoto, which, by the way, as far as I understand, Kyoto is also where Nintendo has their offices, so he's apparently going to Nintendo's HQ to talk to them about something, whether that be to talk about the development of the game, to talk about the release date, or to talk about, like, you know, how they're going to reveal it and that sort of stuff, the advertising and that sort of stuff. I don't know, but I think he's probably going there. I mean, he says he's going there for a business trip, right? Kyoto business trip by Shinkansen. It makes sense that he's going there then for a particular reason, aka to talk about the games most likely. And we know he's been working on stuff. We know he's been posting, like, you know, making posts about, oh, working hard or whatever, right? He's been making a bunch of those posts. So clearly they are still working on the game. They're making progress. And I'm just excited to see where this stuff is going to go, guys. So remember, this stuff, I don't know what to feel about it anymore. These are all hints. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about these things right here, guys. Why is he saying Pikachu? Only for this one, but for all the other ones, he doesn't say Charmander or Squirtle or Bulbasaur. You know what I mean? He doesn't say anything like that. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. It goes a long way, and the support has been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. My name is EwinRacing. Have a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.